Okay. Water with high acidic levels. What does acidic mean? Acidic means containing acid. What is acid? Acid is a chemical substance, okay, which contains hydrogen, okay, and it reacts with other substances to form a salt. Do you understand? And acid can burn or dissolve the substances that it touches. Do you understand? That gets into contact with it. So it's a little bit dangerous to handle acid. High acidic levels, but this hasn't been confirmed. What does that mean, confirm? Confirm means to definitely say that something is true. Nor has it been disproved, I should add. Nor, what does that mean, nor? Nor means not either. Nor has it been disproved means it hasn't been disproved either. Do you understand? Nor has it been disproved. What does disprove mean? Disprove means to show that something is wrong. Something is not true. One result of this apparent lack of surface water is that there has been little erosion of the planet's surface. One result of this apparent lack of surface water. One result. What is result? Result is what you get at the end of a process, and what happens because of another thing. Result of this apparent lack of water. Apparent means what you can see. Okay. Or it means clear or obvious. Clear lack of surface water. What is lack? Lack means not enough. Not enough of surface water is that there has been little erosion. What is erosion? Erosion is the gradual destruction or the removal of rocks or soil, okay? Because of the sea or the river or the weather, like wind. There's some evidence of wind, but there seems to have had little impact on the surface. There's some evidence. What is evidence? Evidence is something that suggests that something is true. Something that shows that something is true. Evidence of wind, but this seems to have had little impact. What is impact? Impact means a sudden and powerful effect, okay, on the surface. Let's go to the next part.
Little impact on the surface. Also, radar mapping shows that the surface appears to consist of both lowlands and highlands. The highest mountains on Venus are around 18,000 feet high. That's a little more than half the height of Mount Everest. Venus also has many volcanic features. This indicates it either had or has an unstable surface. Approximately 85% of Venus's surface shows signs of volcanic activity in the past.
Okay, what is this part about? This part is about what the surface of Venus looks like. Do you understand? The geographical feature of Venus. Also, radar mapping shows that the surface appears to consist of both lowlands and highlands. Radar, what's radar? Radar is a way of discovering the position or speed of an object, like an aircraft or a ship, when it cannot be seen, okay? By using radio signals. Radar mapping. Mapping is what? Making a map. Shows that the surface appears, it shows itself to consist of both lowlands and highlands. What does that mean, consist of? If something consists of A and B are the part of that something, alright? The highest mountains on Venus are around 18,000 feet high. Around means what? About 18,000 feet. So how long? What's a feet? Feet is the measurement, unit of measurement for distance, okay? Feet is the plural of foot. How long is 1 foot? 1 foot is around 30 centimeters. You understand? Because it's the size of a foot. 18,000 feet is how many centimeters then? 540,000 centimeters. That's how many meters? 5,400 meters. Okay, that's a little more than half the height of Mount Everest. What's Everest? Mount Everest. What's this? Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world, and it's in the Himalayas, on the border between Nepal and Tibet. All right. So Mount Everest is like 8,800 meters high. Venus also has many volcanic features. Volcanic, what does that mean, volcanic? Volcanic means formed by a volcano. Volcano is a mountain from which hot melted rock called lava and ash and steam and gas come out from inside of the earth. Do you understand? Volcanic feature. What's a feature? Feature is an important or interesting part of something, all right? And geographical feature means the noticeable things in an area, such as hills, rivers, valleys, and so on, okay? This indicates it either had or has an unstable surface. What is unstable? Unstable means it's likely to suddenly change or come to an end. Approximately 85% of Venus's surface shows signs of volcanic activity in the past. Shows signs of. What is a sign? Sign is a thing that shows that something is true, okay? Or something is the case. Signs of volcanic activity. What is activity? Activity is what you do, okay? Let's go to the next part.
Surface shows signs of volcanic activity in the past. What does seem to be lacking are impact craters. You know, craters that are caused by meteors or asteroids crashing into a planet or moon. There are some craters on Venus that are as wide as 20 miles, but there are very few when compared to other bodies such as, say, Earth's moon. This suggests that Venus's surface is quite young. Also, many objects may not ever get a chance to strike the planet. The reasons are that they may be crushed by the high pressure or incinerated by the hot temperatures before they hit the ground.
Okay, what is this part about? It's about the geographical feature also of Venus not having much craters, okay? What does seem to be lacking are impact craters. What does seem to be lacking? Why does he say what does seem to be lacking instead of what seems to be lacking? If you use do, you emphasize it, all right? What does, you say it strongly. What does seem to be lacking? Lacking means not enough. Are impact craters. What's impact here? Impact is the force with which one object hits another. You understand? Or the action of one object hitting another. All right. Impact craters. What's a crater? Crater is a very large hole in the ground caused by something hitting or explosion. Do you understand? You know, craters that are caused by meteors or asteroids crashing into a planet or moon. Caused by meteor. What's a meteor? Meteor is a piece of rock or metal that burns brightly when it enters the Earth's atmosphere from space, okay? Or asteroids. Asteroids are one of the small planets, okay? That orbits the sun between Mars and Jupiter, okay? There are some craters on Venus that are as wide as 20 miles. As wide as, what does that mean? It means 20 miles wide, all right? 20 miles. How long is a mile? Mile is 1.6 kilometers, so this is 32 kilometers. But there are very few when compared to other bodies such as, say, Earth's moon. But there are very few when compared to. What does compare mean? Compare means to consider two things and think about its similarities or differences, okay? Other bodies, other masses, such as, say, Earth's moon. What does that mean, say? You say when you want to say, for example, Earth's moon. This suggests that Venus's surface is quite young. This suggests that, what does suggest mean? Suggest means to put forward an idea or a plan for people to think about or make a decision upon, okay? Venus's surface is quite young. Quite young means rather young, okay? Also, many objects may not ever get a chance to strike the planet. Many objects may not ever, what does ever mean? At any time, okay? Ever get a chance to strike the planet. What does strike mean? Strike means to hit the planet. The reasons are that they may be crushed by the high pressure or incinerated by the hot temperatures before they hit the ground. Incinerated. What does incinerate mean? Incinerate means to completely burn something. You understand? So this is the content of this passage. Let's look at some the questions. What is the lecture mainly about? Okay. It's generally about Venus, okay? So it's a general overview of Venus. What does overview mean? It's a general description. Let's look at other options. A, the conditions that exist on Venus. It's not only about the condition, all right? Condition means the state, okay? Like the temperature and the pressure and, well, what else were there? Okay, and B, the formation of Venus. Formation means composition, how it is made up, okay, what it is made up of. So this is a part of the lecture, not the main topic. D, the atmosphere of Venus. They talked about the atmosphere, okay, the pressure and the composition, but that was just a part 2. So the answer is C.